Hello, my crafty friends. Today I'm starting a new series of videos that I'm hoping to do on Sundays. Um, I'm going to be following along with Sue Hiles. Her channel is Tickled Pink Creating with Sue Hiles. And I'll put the playlist link in the description box below this video. So you can go over there and watch with her. But she's working through Psalms 37 right now. And this week she did verses 7 through 9, but I've got to catch up. So I'm going to try to do one a day until I get caught up. And then I'm going to do it weekly with her. Um, but I got my book started. I got a cover on it. It says thankful for his love, and it has birds. And then under here it says Psalms. And in here, I just wrote Psalms 37, and because I'm not sure which Psalm she'll do next, but I'll probably do the next one in here as well. And then that I started it in September, and when I finish it, I'll write that there. Today, we're doing Psalms 37, verses 1 and 2, and so I'm going to use these pages here for that. And I'm using the English Standard, the New English Bible. That's what this is called. And I've got a lot of different versions of the Bible, and I love them all, but I liked this one for what we're doing here. And Psalms 37, 1 and 2, which is today's verses, says, "Do not strive to outdo the evildoers or emulate those who do wrong, for like grass they soon wither and fade like the green of spring." This psalm is mostly about the differences between people who try to live a righteous life and people who don't care about that, and they just want to live for themselves, and they don't mind being evil in the middle of that. And the differences between the two. And we, of course, would strive, hopefully, to be righteous people, to live good lives and be a blessing to those around us instead of to do evil to those around us. I'm pulling out some things that I've got. I got this set of things at the thrift store that was all stuff for at the beach. Well, I don't get to go to the beach. So I decided I'm just going to cut these off, and I'm going to use them for edges for my page. Maybe like that. I don't know. But that's my plan for that. I did go ahead and write the verses down. My handwriting is not good, but I've decided someday my kids might like to see things that was actually written in my own handwriting. So I decided if there's something that's good for them to see in my handwriting, it would be scripture. So I've written verse 1 and verse 2. I sprayed some alcohol ink on the background, and this is some of that stone paper from a small writing journal that I got at Natural Grocers. And I'm going to just cut out those verses, and I'm going to put them on something here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I just pulled out some things I thought might work. And I may put some bits of painty stuff behind it, so I've got a box of that here. But the first thing I'm going to do, if I can find my scissors. Oh, here they are. Okay. I knew I had some big old scissors here. Is cut these verses out. There's verse 1. There's some little papers I can use later. This says Psalms 37, so I may or may not use that, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it out so I can use it if I want to. And then verse 2. I have honestly never done this kind of journaling before, so this is new for me to try and think through, how I want to do this. I'm looking forward to it, but it is new. And I've probably said this before in other videos, but I kind of like the combination of things that are torn and things that are, cut and straight. I think it adds interest to the page to have some of each, and so I'm gonna do that. Just tear these edges off, and I've decided. Sue kind of did this too when she did her page for 1 and 2. That I'm going to show a garden in a springtime garden, because the because those who follow God and try to do what's right, they're not gonna wither and fade like the green of spring. They're gonna bloom like spring, and so I'm gonna remind myself to bloom. Okay, so there's verse 1. And I may need to put something behind this too, because that's a little bit, it'll just kind of hide right there. But let me, maybe this would be good to put behind it, this part right here. And I tend to like to, try out everything before I start gluing, instead of just gluing stuff down and then deciding I wish I'd put it somewhere else. So that's what my plan is here too. There are some things that we all do because that's just the way we work, and this is one of those things for me. So, that's not quite big enough. I made it too small. Okay, well, I've got some more of that somewhere here. Ooh, maybe I'll use that. That's pretty. All right, let's do that. Let's put this on here so we can see. Let's go ahead and part of this is to use up stuff that I've got in my stash that I don't use very often or rarely ever. And so a lot of this stuff is stuff that's been given to me in Happy Mail and things that I've been kind of hoarding. So I'm going to try not to hoard anymore. So if you're watching this and you notice me using something that came out of your Happy Mail, I will thank you in advance again for your generosity. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I thought I might put some of that on here, but I don't think I'm going to. So I'm going to stick that back over there. I have some other things I thought I might use. This is a sticker. It says, and I didn't realize it has a clear background, so it might not show up very good. But it says, "Choose for yourselves this day whom you will serve. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." And this is about the choice. That's what this psalm is about, the choices that we make. Or do we choose to do things God's way, or do we choose to do things in our own evil way? And so I think this will work good to go with that. I also thought this one might be good. It says, "The joy of the Lord is our strength." It's from Nehemiah. And the reason I thought that might go good with these verses is because it's sometimes easier to do the wrong thing than it is to do the right thing. And we need the joy of the Lord to be our strength and to keep us headed in the right direction. So those are two that I thought I might use. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do, or I may do them both. I don't know. But those are something I thought about putting on here. I also thought I could use this one that says, "We are known to you by name and loved for all eternity." Um, it's a really cool thing to know that God knows us by name and that He loves us forever. And I also like this one, "Thank you, God, for loving me." So that's another thing that's possible. I've got these little stickers that I bought because I don't really have any of this kind of stuff too much. But I thought could put some of these on there as well. So I'm thinking about that. I also thought about using some of these die cuts that are like leaves and flowers, and these little, let me take these out. It's kind of hard to see with that light there. It's a little butterfly, which I thought would be pretty on this page, and a flower that I thought would be pretty on here. I've also got this that I don't know, it just looked like it belonged, and I may do something like that with it. I don't know. I'm just playing right now, trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm not sure how I feel about that now that I've got this other stuff on here. I think I'm going to put those up and use them for something another time. But I do want to put some of these spring leaves on here because that's kind of the point of this page, is that people who don't try to live God's way will wither, like the leaves wither quickly. And we don't have to worry about them, and we shouldn't try to be them. Let's do that one down here. I may just do this flower there. I kind of tend to think less is more sometimes and not want to put too much on the page. Oh, I just realized I'm out of the frame. I'm sorry. Let me move this up so you can see, and let me see if I can get in a little bit closer. I apologize for that. Okay, this is what I'm thinking about so far. So y'all were probably very frustrated those few minutes while I was doing all this out of the out of the view of the camera. Let me back off a minute, because if I don't, I'll get it out of the view of the camera again. Okay. I really like that. There's some of these little stickers I could put on here. I really liked putting one of these on. Let's see if we can scoot this over a little bit and still fit that one on there. I think we can. So I'm going to put it on first, and then we'll put the other stuff on after that. And I'm just going to have to hope that this will show up good. Oh, I think it's going to show up nicely. Okay. And then I'll put this stuff with it. All right. I like that. I think I'm going to save those. Put those die cuts up there out of the way. Never give up. That might be a good one to put on here, because we're talking about keeping on living the way God wants us to live instead of emulating the people around us. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start gluing this down. Where did I? Yeah, here we go. Don't want to make a mess. So. There we go. Let me get my little rag out. Okay. And I'm just gonna find this clean place over here and go ahead and ooh, this glue stick really gets goopy. I haven't used this kind before. I saw it at Dollar Tree, and since it was Avery brand, I thought, well, that's kind of a good brand, so maybe it'll be a good glue stick. The jury is still out because this is the first time I've used it, but we'll see. If it is good, I'm going to wish I had gone ahead and got more of them. Okay. Let me change this so I don't mess something up. And I'm going to go ahead and put these leaves down too. And then let's do this little one. I'm used to those extreme glue sticks that are not as soft as this, and I have to press those down a lot more. Let's change the page. Hopefully this will work. I'm just going to let it be goopy and maybe it'll stay on good. And I'm going to use something else for this because this is it's I don't know, plastic or something. um, I think it needs a little something more than a glue stick. Okay. I need a wipe. Where's the wipe? Oh. Okay. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and do these because I think I like that. Put that right up there since this is the beginning of this psalm. Boy, kind of crooked. You can tell I'm sitting down. I can't see good. Okay. That's a little bit better. We'll put some more glue on this. Alrighty. I'm trying to decide about that. I think I like it there. I just am not sure if it's really necessary, but I'm going to put it anyway. Excuse me. Okay. I think this is going to be easier than that glue stick for the flowers. And then we'll put this on there. This page came together pretty quickly, actually. Oh no! I didn't realize that was kind of, is that concave? When I pushed it down, I broke it. But that's all right. We're going to leave it there. It's still a flower. It's still in the garden, in God's garden. Some of us are broken, but He doesn't throw us away. So I'm not going to throw it away either. Okay, I need to put something else right here, I think. Let me see. Where might I have? Well, let me look in here and see if I can find it. I'm very grateful for the people who send me die cuts because I don't have one of those machines, and it's really nice to have some of these things available to use. Okay, there's a flower, there's a flower. I think they need some color on them though. Ooh, look at that. Or a gold one. Well, I think I'm going to leave that there and think about that. That looks fun. Okay, and I'm going to color these little flowers. I'm just going to put those in there because it's easier. I got these baskets just so I wouldn't have to open a bunch of packages all the time trying to find stuff. I just put them in those baskets. And hopefully I won't damage something like that. Okay. I'm going to move stuff out of the way, and I'm going to use some of that spray like I did on this paper that with the scripture on. So where did I put them? Let's do some yellow too. Ooh, that's a lot. A lot just for two little flowers. Okay. Pick those up, and I'm going to turn them over and see if I can dry them off a little faster by dabbing them down onto the... Okay, yeah, those will be pretty on there. think about that butterfly? That's really pretty. Is it too much? Maybe I don't need the flowers. Maybe I just need the butterfly. No, I need the flowers. I need the flowers. I'm going to make some centers in them, though, with a marker. Let's see. Oh, I got these at Walmart. They're glitter markers. They work kind of like paint pens. You shake them, and then you have to press down. You can see the paint coming to the end. Okay, I'm just going to put some of that in the center. Yeah, that makes those pretty. That was fun. Haven't used those before. It's one of those things in my stash that I'm trying to use now. All right, let's go ahead and stick this down. I put a little too much glue on that one. It really oozed out everywhere. Let's put that one down there. All right, now let's look at the butterfly. Can't decide if he shows up enough like that or if I need to paint him too or spray him with a color. Got a bulge in my paper there. It's knocking stuff over. I think I'm going to do him with a purple. I've got a purple somewhere. I think it's purple. Oh, I forgot about that. This one's it's messed up. Well, that didn't turn out too good, did it? Okay, woo, let's let that dry a minute. I think that actually turned out pretty good. It's made a mess, but I'll let that dry a minute and then I'll um, glue it down. Ooh, that may take a few minutes to dry. Well, Sue, thank you for letting me follow you along and do this. I'm really enjoying it. I think this is going to be a fun addition to the things that I do every week, and I'm looking forward to it. If y'all enjoyed this, check out Sue's channel, and she's been doing psalms for a while, so she's got videos on some other psalms too. I just found her not too long ago, so I didn't have a chance to join her until now. But it's going to be fun to follow along. If you're in my Facebook group and you follow what she's doing and make pages, I want you to post them in the Facebook group because that's what it's for. So I can see what you do. We can share with each other. Okay. Can't get that shut. Okay. Okay. Here is Psalms 37, verses 1 and 2. Do not strive to outdo the evildoers or emulate those who do wrong, for like grass they soon wither and fade like the green of spring. But we don't have to fade. Well, God bless you, and you have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow with verses 3 and 4.